Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the Ahsoka Tano fan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, long time no see. Last episode was called Infiltration. We saw the return of a few familiar clone faces, including Rex and Hauser and Fireball. We see that they're all working together now, including with the Bad Batch. We saw the clone assassin who ended up being assassinated himself. We learned that Omega is yet again a target of the Empire. We saw the recovery team come in at the end there, presumably to extract Omega and kill everybody else. But yeah, we have to wait and see what happens. It doesn't look good right now. For some reason, it always seems like the Empire is able to stay a step ahead. So we have to see how our boys, the Bad Batch, come out on top of this, boys and girl. We also saw Chuchi last episode as well, which was fitting because she obviously was a big help to the clones last season. She really was their ally and she did vouch for them to not be looked at as completely expendable by the Empire. Yeah guys, so the last episode, it kind of ended off a bit intense. I'm definitely eager to get to this next episode to see what happens. I'm definitely anticipating a battle between the clones and the Bad Batch and then the clones on the recovery team, which is going to be epic but sad at the same time because it's clones against clones. I mentioned in the last video, but the Empire is very good at doing that, at turning people against their own kind. They kind of did that with the Inquisitors, using Force-sensitive people and former Jedi to hunt down other Force-sensitive people, and now they're doing this with the clones. So yeah, we gotta wait and see what happens and who will come out on top this episode. Anyways guys, I don't want to speculate too much. Let's blast our way into episode 7 now and check out what's in store for us. Extraction. Shoot, I just thought of that. Could that refer to the Empire extracting Omega? Damn, I hope she doesn't get captured again. Oh yeah, did Fireball sacrifice himself there, or is he still alive? There's Hunter there, okay.
We need to get moving before the reinforcements get here.
Oh, not gonna lie, this reminds me of something we'd see in one of those narco shows, guys, with the underground tunnels.
Our leech vessel's docked about 10 levels down. We can use it to contact Echo.
Oh yeah, Echo stayed on the ship. Here they come. Doesn't seeing that make them feel bad?
Clones, not insurgents.
Okay.
They are both. I neutralized most of their rogue cell. The rest are trapped inside with the target.
Want to tell me why this spire is burning when our primary objective is to retrieve the target unharmed?
Good point.
Hilo, send blasters to stun and move in.
There's already some tension and disagreement there. Oh, they have stormtroopers with them too.
On the spire.
Wouldn't... Damn, they couldn't close that, I guess, eh?
The operative has gone after the target.
Seal off that access point.
Yes, sir.
I still don't know which commander that is. It can't be Cody, that wouldn't make sense. It's gotta be his replacement, I think.
Head inside and box them in.
Yeah, this definitely looks like the Teth from the Clone Wars, where Ahsoka and Ventress fought even, and they were trying to look for a landing bay to escape from. Oh man, this guy is trouble.
The ship's docked just down this corridor. Stop.
He senses something.
They're coming.
Oh, that was close. Crosshair versus the Clone Assassin. Battle of the two snipers. Oh! Damn. That was a good move. Yep.
Don't worry, she only bites half of the time.
Great.
Half the time. Okay. Yeah, we knew it couldn't be that easy.
025 for an extraction. Repeat. Marker 025.
Yikes.
I said to use stun blasts only.
I prevented the target's escape.
Their vessel crashed in the upper jungle region. Get the shuttles in the air. This isn't over.
It does kind of seem like he wants to kill her. But that wouldn't make sense that the Empire would want that because they obviously need her for the M count blood transfer. They can't catch a break.
Stay close. It's easy to get lost in this terrain.
You're as bad as Hunter.
I'm much worse.
Should be the extraction point. 5 clicks north.
Okay, so either extraction means they're getting rescued or Omega's getting extracted by the Empire. Damn, they're closing in fast.
I've seen how you are with the kid.
Oh, he's warming up to him.
You're different than you were on Ryloth. What changed?
He was a prisoner.
Loyalty.
Meant something to me, but with the Empire it didn't go both ways. Realized how disposable I was.
Man, that line was deep.
Not the only one.
There's no sign of the insurgents.
Wait, I wonder, could we see Ventress here? Because we did see her on the same planet back in the Clone Wars. Maybe, I don't know.
I hear it too.
We have to
Damn.
know through their line to reach the extraction point.
Oh, shoot. One side's using their blaster bolts. The other side is using stuns. There he goes. Oh man. The smoke definitely helps. Oh man. Yikes. Now you've got 2 crash sites.
Almost there.
Oh, never mind. Rex had his blaster set to stun. Oh man, oh man. Wait. Who just got shot there? My screen's a little dark.
I'll draw his fire. Get to the rendezvous.
I don't like that idea.
Too bad.
Too bad. They really are like brother and sister now. Okay, yeah, it looks like he got shot in the backpack though. I think he's okay. Hope so. Damn. It's like Crosshair is fighting himself, basically. And there he is. Oh, man. Oh, man. Shoot. They better not hit any of those rocks. Oh, shoot. Hope he's okay. You know, I feel like if they were to kill off another member of the Bad Batch, I could almost see it being Crosshair. Shoot, he's got a knife too. We'll see about that. Come on, Crosshair. Oh man. He's playing dead. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Shoot. Help him? Oh my gosh. I can't take another one of them dying. It's too close. Man, oh man. If any of you guys have played both games of The Last of Us, that scene definitely reminded me of a certain scene. If you know, you know. Oh man, what if it's the Empire waiting for them? Oh man. Oh my goodness. How did they get their location? Or did they just follow them? Oh, it's Wolffe! Shoot. Why wasn't I thinking that? Wow.
I thought you were dead. Reports said you were killed in action.
Wow.
Went down aboard an attack cruiser. Oh, I did.
Yeah, with Ahsoka.
What are you doing here, Rex? Don't tell me you're fighting against us. Not against you, against the Empire. They're experimenting on our brothers. The Empire wouldn't do that to us.
Oh, great. Here we go.
It's true.
We have to stop them. You can stand with us.
How's this gonna go down?
Hand the girl over, and I'll make sure you're given a fair trial.
It's not going too well.
You're hunting a child. That's not who you are. I'm asking you to do the right thing.
Is he gonna listen? Well, here comes Echo now, I think. So, my guess is maybe he lets him go, but maybe he's not going to join him just yet. That's sick. They both have their ships, both on opposite sides. Wow, so he let him go. Well, that's something.
Sir, they're traitors. But they're clones. We owe them that.
So there still is a code that some of them respect. Oh, that guy's not really dead, is he? You know the rules in Star Wars, if you don't see a body, they're not dead. I can go for tech as well. Or hell, even if you do see a body, sometimes they're still not dead, like Darth Maul or Fennec Shand.
Sorry about your men. Thanks.
Damn.
You know, I thought that the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers. I was wrong. The Empire is too strong. I can't just walk away, and neither can you. Not with the Empire being after the kid. And if you want to keep her safe, you need to find out why she's so important to them.
Yeah, exactly. Man. It's interesting. They played a combination of Omega's theme there and the Tantus theme. Or maybe that was Emery's theme there. Okay guys, so that was well done. That was part 2 of this little two-parter we had from episode 6 and 7. And in this episode, we got a good amount of action. We saw them escaping the clone assassin once again, but it's really sad actually that the clone assassin survived the explosion, because it basically means that the clones from the prior episode sacrificed themselves for nothing. And you really felt their absence in this episode as well. I mentioned it in the previous video, but it's just so sad how we're starting to get to know these clones, and Rex obviously spent a lot of time recruiting them, bringing them all together in this fight against the Empire, and then they just died like that in mere minutes. Again, a reality check of just how difficult this fight against the Empire is. We saw them go up against the clone assassin, and there was a lot of focus on Crosshair versus the clone assassin, which was kind of interesting. They're both snipers, so you kind of felt as though Crosshair was fighting against himself, especially because Crosshair was loyal to the Empire. And at one point the assassin even says, "You had your chance to be one of us." But it's ironic because the same could be said the other way as well. The clone assassin also had his chance to join the Bad Batch and Rex and the others. I'm really impressed with Crosshair's character development. He really is putting his life on the line a lot. You saw him do it again this episode. He went after the assassin while the others continued on in their escape, and he almost died there. He almost went off the cliff. Well, actually, maybe he wouldn't have died if he fell, because the clone assassin survived the fall, as we found out at the end of the episode. But that scene kind of felt like a possible foreshadowing in a way, or maybe I'm just scarred from Tech's death, that I'm just very nervous for every member of the Bad Batch, or any of the clones for that matter. But it did get me thinking, it's possible if any of the Bad Batch were to die as of right now, I think it could be Crosshair, because he really has gone through a lot of character development and come full circle. You could almost argue that if he were to die, him making that ultimate sacrifice would be like the peak of his character development, but I don't want to speak too much on that because I really like Crosshair, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, so we were reintroduced to Wolffe this episode, who we haven't chronologically seen since the Clone Wars, but obviously we saw him also in Rebels. This whole time I was wondering who that was, because they only called him Commander, but they didn't say his actual name. At first I thought it was Cody, but then Cody went AWOL, so I was thinking it was his replacement, who I don't believe we've seen yet. But no, it turns out that it was Wolffe. And Wolffe was interesting this episode because he was working for the Empire, but he definitely seemed to have a bit of a conscience. You saw him and Rex have their conversation at the end there. He didn't know that Rex was alive, and this is where we got the reference to the Clone Wars series finale, in which they talked about Rex being killed in action on a crashed cruiser. And of course, we know what happened with Ahsoka and Rex and how the cruiser crashed. And with that mention of the Clone Wars series finale, it did make me have a little bit of hope that maybe, possibly, Ahsoka could make an appearance in the Bad Batch. It may not happen, and it's okay if it doesn't, but you know I'm always down for Ahsoka making an appearance in anything. So it's really nice to see them both take off their helmets and acknowledge each other that way. And that's the thing too, is when you see all these soldiers fighting and they have their helmets on, you kind of forget who's underneath the helmet, and underneath the helmets, they all are brothers, they all are clones. And you can tell that Rex holds that really dear to his heart, and so does Wolffe by the looks of it this episode, because he ordered his men to stand down and he let them go. But you notice the other men didn't take off their helmets, so it's almost like that scene just focused specifically on Rex and Wolffe. That was a pretty interesting conversation as well, because Rex was trying to tell Wolffe what the Empire was doing and how the Empire was betraying the clones, to which Wolffe replied something along the lines of, the Empire wouldn't do that to us. And it just shows the reason why a lot of clones might align themselves with the Empire, kind of like Crosshair did and kind of like Hauser did initially. It's just this ignorance into thinking that the organization that they're loyal to is going to be loyal back to them. And that's a line that Crosshair said in this episode that stuck with me as well. He said that loyalty is a big thing for me, but I realized it didn't go both ways, and Hauser said so did I. So you also saw them resolve their tension as well, which was nice to see. That's what I mentioned in the last episode, which was they actually have similar stories, so they should come to a common understanding now because they both got betrayed by the Empire. But anyways, back to Rex and Wolffe. I do find it interesting that Wolffe couldn't imagine the Empire doing that because of what happened with the Jedi, right? You would have obviously had to have known Order 66 and partook in it, in which the organization that the Jedi served for all these years just turned against them and they were all executed. So why would you not think that the Empire could do something similar? Yeah, I guess war is tricky that way, and it just revisits the line again, good soldiers follow orders. I believe that Wolffe said this as well, that we're following orders. Is that really what makes a good soldier? Because if you just blindly follow orders, then you don't do the right thing. You don't have any moral compass, and sometimes these orders are not just. Organizations change, and the Republic had its corruption as well, but the Republic were much different towards their clones than the Empire is. Is it right as a soldier to just follow orders blindly for both these organizations when they operate differently? And that is what is supposed to make the clones different and stand out, is the fact that they are able to make their own moral choices to a certain degree, which distinguishes them from the battle droids that the Separatists use. And that was something that Cody talked to Crosshair about last season when they were on that mission together. That was just a very deep ending scene there and overall conversation. And even visually, it was kind of symbolic in a way, because you had both groups of clones there who were both standing in front of their ships on opposite sides of the cliff. It makes you wonder which side is Wolffe going to choose at the end of the day. Well, I guess we kind of know the answer to this already, because we saw Rex, Wolffe, and Gregor working together in Rebels. Yeah, it was visually kind of cool to see them on both sides. They are still the same. Despite fighting on both sides, they're still all brothers. That's what makes this conflict so unique, interesting, but tragic at the same time. And of course, at the very end, we see the Bad Batch and Rex and Hauser aboard the ship. We're again reminded how small the group is now, because Rex lost some of his men in the last episode. But they speak about Omega once more, and Rex tells Hunter that if you want to really protect her, you have to figure out exactly why it is they want her. And they really are looking out for Omega. She is the glue to everything, to the members of the Bad Batch and to Rex and the other clones joining the Bad Batch. This is all really happening because of Omega, because of what she knows and also what she means to the Empire. I really don't know how this season's gonna end, because I would like to think that they're all successful in getting their brothers off of Tantus, but we know that in the original trilogy there's only stormtroopers. We don't see the clones, so that's not really a good sign. And we know that the Emperor is able to clone himself, so his experiments have to have been successful in some way, and the fact that Omega seems to be the key to this so far definitely makes me feel uneasy that they could end up getting what they want from her. And what will that mean for her? Will she survive this? Will the rest of the Bad Batch and clones survive this? It's really hard to say at this point. But yeah, overall guys, great episode, great little two-parter there. You guys let me know down below in the comments, as always, what you thought of the episode and any predictions you have. And as always, always, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week for episode 8 of season 3 of The Bad Batch. Until next time, guys, take care and see you soon.